Welcome back explorers, my name is Packer and welcome back to another Pokémon video. In today's video I'll be creating Pokémon based off of characters from Marvel Comics. So without further ado, let's get into this video. For my first Pokémon, I'll be basing it off the character Spider-Man, who is one of the most popular superheroes of all time. Spider-Man was first created in 1962 by Steve Ditko and Stan Lee. Its memorable design combined with a likeable personality is probably the reason for its popularity. For my Pokémon design, I'll be basing it off the Spider-Man suit from Infinity War, which was created by Tony Stark and has 4 giant legs coming out of its back. So I'll start with a round head, which I'll give 4 eyes and a mandible with a smile between its fangs. Then I'll give it a bulky abdomen with a web pattern on it. I'll give it 2 stubby arms, 4 big legs, and finally I'll give it red and blue colouring. Now, introducing Spider, the Spider-Man Pokémon from Spider-Man and Neighbour, a pure bug type with the abilities Frisk, Quick Feet and Sticky Hold. Spyro lives in groups in the near suburban and city areas. They are kind Pokémon that enjoy helping out and stopping evil doers. However, they have a clumsy nature which can cause more trouble than intended. When scolded by trainers and other people, they all blame each other by pointing at one another. I really enjoy creating this Pokémon and its shiny is a reference to Miles Morales. Don't you think it?
It is just full of the exaggerated swagger of a black teen.
Let me know in the comments down below. Now, onto my second Pokémon. I'll be basing it off of Wolverine, who was created in 1974. His power is retractable claws that come out of between his knuckles. His claws were later replaced by adamantium blades in an experiment where his skeleton was also infused in adamantium. So for his design, I'll of course be creating a bipedal Wolverine with metal claws. His ears will look like the tufts of hair that Wolverine has as a haircut. Spikes from Wolverine's mask will cover its eyes, and I'll give it mutton chops on the side of its face. Its body is designed to look a bit like Wolverine's suit, and finally blades are added to each of his hands. Now, introducing Morgan, the Wolverine Pokémon from Wolverine and Logan, a steel fighting type with the abilities Battle Armor, Bulletproof and Guts. Morgan are rare and mostly solitary creatures that tend to live in isolation. Despite this, it is generally seen as a good Pokémon who helps those in danger. It spends around 8 hours a day sharpening its blades to be able to cut through anything. This design could have turned out better. I think I gave it too thick of an outline. However, I find it shiny strangely appealing. Who knew if you switched Wolverine's blue and yellow colouring and changed its brown colouring, it would look. Now, onto my third Pokémon. I'll be basing it off of the character called the Punisher, who's a personal favourite of mine. The Punisher is an anti-hero with no powers, but he is a highly skilled ex-soldier. His personal sense of justice is to take out criminals so they can't harm anyone else again. He is quite tough, so I'll combine him with a Rottweiler. Its head will have the Punisher emblem on it, with eyebrows that look like the eyes of the Punisher skull. The nose is also inspired by the emblem, and the teeth pattern travels down to its chest area. Its body will have a camouflage pattern and its tail looks like the hammer of a gun. And finally, I'll give it a black, white, grey and orange colouring. Now, introducing Rotisher, the Punisher Pokémon. From Rottweiler and Punisher, a pure dark type with the abilities Intimidate, Arena Trap, and Guard Dog. Rotisher are known to only live in cities, and their presence in the city means a notable decrease in nighttime crime. It can be very aggressive at times and is often described as a lone wolf, but those who do manage to befriend it will have a friend for life. This is one of my favourite designs I've created, and its shiny is also cool as it references his army days. I could imagine being cornered by a pack of Rotisher in a dark and dingy alleyway, terrified, and the last sound I'd ever make would be no. Wait. Now, on to my fourth and final Pokemon. I'll be basing it off of the character Thor, who was created in 1962. Thor is the god of thunder and one of the original members of the Avengers. He wields a hammer called Mjolnir, which aids him greatly in battle. I have an interesting thought on a Pokemon design for Thor in which a cousin to Spiritomb emanates electrical energy from a hammer instead of a stone. So I'll do just that. I'll start with a hammer sat on the ground, then I'll give it a thunderbolt shaped body with fierce looking jagged edges. I'll give it a face similar but unique to that of Spiritomb, and instead of green spirits, I'll give it blue thunderbolts in its body. Now, introducing Spirifor, the Thor Pokemon from Spirit and Thor, an electric steel type with the abilities Static, Levitate and Drizzle. Spirifor are very strong Pokemon that enjoy thunderstorms, as it's a chance for them to gather and party with each other. It will throw its own hammer across the sky to travel faster than it usually can. It is said that a trainer that can lift their Spirifor's hammer is worthy of the partnership between themselves and this Pokemon. This Pokemon is also one of my favourites, and I think it captures the essence of a Pokemon easily, as it is already based off of Spiritomb. That brings an end to this video. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment.
I like this one,
as it helps me out a lot, and farewell for now.